Hello friends, Tony here. As you know, I specialize in strength and conditioning as well as nutrition for sports and exercise. Now, those are good components, but to have a complete healthcare foundation, you must have one more key element, and that is the benefit of yoga. What does that bring to the table? It brings mind-body awareness, balance, and flexibility. Today, I'm very happy to welcome to the channel Jennifer Atkins. She is a yoga specialist, and welcome, Jennifer.
Thank you. Well, glad to be here.
Well, in a previous video, we talked about how yoga benefited you personally, and then you started teaching it. So tell us, when did you start teaching it?
Well, very soon after completing my first training, which was way back in 1998 and 99, I went through a fantastic training that gave me my basic level certification. And I also happened to be in a job as a rec therapist in a drug and alcohol rehab facility that just facilitated me stepping in with some very basic yoga support for the clients. So in addition to that, in my full-time day job, I also did teach a few classes in the studio, but all since 1999.
Well, I've been assisting you for about a year now in an adaptive yoga class. So my question is, when did you start adapting this traditional yoga to fit people with special needs?
Yeah, well, really pretty much right away. It was evident for my own self that I needed to adapt my own yoga because I had injury issues from long time, and even though I really took to yoga in so many ways, my body also really required that I adapt it for my own self and my well-being. But then working with these clients at the drug and alcohol rehab facility, they often had injury issues, they had chronic pain issues. So it was really very quickly into my yoga teaching career that I was thinking about how I need to adapt yoga to benefit anyone, no matter what their issues or limitations may be.
Well, myself, I have been doing something very similar, adapting exercise to fit people with special needs and seniors as well. So, and your traditional yoga is awesome, and I have seen people benefit from it in the class. And so your traditional yoga, you've adapted it. So tell us now, what exactly is adaptive yoga?
Well, it's so much more than just two words, and it really continues to evolve even for me, and I am continually amazed at how well this traditional form of exercise and mindful movement can be adapted in so many different ways. So sometimes we're taking the traditional poses that people think about when they think of what yoga is, and we are adapting them to maybe doing them in the chairs or with other levels of support with props. Sometimes it's really focusing in on very specific body parts such as hands, feet, even face type focus in yoga moves and mindful movement. Breath work, of course, is incorporated into everything we do. And then the adaptions very often tend to look much like what OT or PT exercises are. In fact, as I've been going through this process, I've had so many of my students and clients tell me that, oh, this is exactly what my PT had told me to do. But maybe they didn't include the focus on the breath or some other element that makes it very yogic. But I have to say, as I work more and more with people with limitations, incorporating some approaches like in occupational therapy and physical therapy definitely get into the mix of what adaptive yoga is.
Yes. I used to be a physical therapy aide and still do, but I would ask you, what makes it so effective?
That's a good question. I think anytime we apply awareness and mindfulness to what we do, there will be benefits and things will be enhanced. So we bring a lot of attention to the breath or these specific parts of the body, or discovering and exploring one's fullest range of motion. Bringing attention to these things first and foremost, then working with what can be done within a pain-free range of motion. So it gets very specific, and it's so interesting to see how the effectiveness touches people in different ways. Sometimes it's just more comfort overall, freedom from their chronic pain. Sometimes it's really gaining more range of motion where they were lacking. Sometimes it's just improving sleep. Or comfort in, going up and down stairs, feeling of confidence, safety, getting one's feeling of empowerment back into their lives. That's one of the major effective things I see coming through with this.
Yes. Well, I've assisted you in numerous classes already, different types of classes. So, I mean, who are the people that you actually currently serve?
So currently, my major focus has been people with Parkinson's disease, but certainly not limited to that at all.
Okay.
I teach 3 classes a week for people with Parkinson's disease. That's also open to caregivers as well.
Great.
Yes, and we really enjoy having their of support in this as well, and they're enjoying having the support they get.
Yes.
I have 2 classes a week for people with multiple sclerosis. And now for the last year, I've been teaching people with traumatic brain injuries as well.
Okay.
I have a few private clients with other things such as ataxia and muscular dystrophy that I also am helping to support. So it's really pretty much in the realm of people with movement disorders of any sort.
Okay. Well, the few people that I've seen, a bunch of people that I've seen, have made a lot of progress. Some people I've brought to your class have made a lot of progress. They've gained a lot of flexibility. And my current question is, overall, what has been the response so far from the groups?
Excellent. I couldn't be happier. And I've been overwhelmed many times at the response and the amount of people that continue to come regularly to these classes, especially considering how challenging it can be for them to get to these classes.
Yeah, absolutely.
And still they come,
That's
and quite regularly, and more people come all the time. The Parkinson's classes started with just 2 a week, and it didn't take long before we realized we needed a 3rd class. And the MS class started with just 1 a week, and now we are up to 2 a week. So things keep expanding and growing for sure.
Okay. Well, one of the goals is, my goal personally, is to also draw in people, professionals like myself, to assist me to get the word out that every day matters, to do something to improve the quality of life.
Absolutely.
Slow the progression of those symptoms.
Yes.
And so, as a adaptive yoga specialist, what do you see the future of Jayanta yoga and adaptive yoga in general? What do you see the future?
Well, I see a bright future. I know there are many more people out there in the world that need this level of support and information and encouragement. So knowing that there's only one of me and a limited time and space that I can teach or get out to other people, it really is very much through this platform that I see the future of adaptive yoga, Jayanta yoga, and especially here on the Adaptive Fitness channel. I think this is the best platform that I can think of to take what we are doing into the future and to reach the many more people out there in the world that need it.
Gosh. Well, thank you so much. I'm grateful to have you. The people are going to be grateful to have you. All things yoga related, all things mind and balance related, all things flexibility. Please, she is the one to come to. And stay tuned, because we're going to have some very special classes coming up, online classes, as well as an awesome new class that we are working on for all movement disorders.